My name's John Turier. I did this piece in 2000, and it was part of the heralding the cycleway, I think it was. I can't remember, it's so long ago. But it had to do with a number of things when I was designing the brief itself. I used to sail out here as a kid on VJs over in the yacht club over there before when it was a little shed. And me and my brother spent a lot of time fighting each other, trying to keep a VJ upright, which was pretty hilarious and pretty frustrating at the same time. It was at that point that I kind of learned about sail and balance and wind energy and trying to keep things in a plane. And I think from that point on, it was sort of like a really interesting thing to play with. As a kid, I made little boats and that kind of hobby, entertainment kind of activity. When I got this brief, I was looking at potentially 3 of these. There was going to be one here, one on the Spears Point, and then one over at Warner's Bay. And I meant to sort of line up basically so you get a sense of perspective and the sort of breadth of the lake and the vastness of it. So this was like a starting point that sort of was meant to go further. The budget didn't stretch over to Warner's Bay, it didn't stretch to Spears Point, so we only got one of them. But it was a fun project anyway. The kind of concept underneath the piece is was dealing with transience and permanence, and I was looking at the permanence of bonsais. I still have bonsais, but I worked with them for a while when I was about 23 years ago or something, and there's something about a bonsai which is beautiful. It's its tenacity to kind of grow where it lands, where it finds itself, and through that it sort of grows no matter what the conditions or whatever. And it's always windswept and kind of it carries the DNA of the prevailing winds and what little moisture it gets, and so there's this beautiful kind of character built into it. So I wanted some of that energy in this, and some of the design was informed by that. So the bent top is like a kind of bonsai shorthand in a way. The transient energy about the work is I had it in my mind that I wanted some record of prevailing winds, because winds are always whizzing around here, and they're some strong, some weak, and they're always used by who's on the water. So that was like a really lovely element to deal with, and an interesting element to deal with as far as sculpture, like how do you capture wind and have a kind of reference of it that there it was, there it isn't anymore. So in the guts of this work, Aeolian tree, there's a governor. So it's like a slowing down braking mechanism which is designed to allows movement. I didn't want quick movement. I had the governor in there was the potential to, in strong winds, it could actually spin, brake. So it's a part of a risk assessment element as well as a kind of longevity element. But it also, the main thrust of it was that there would be a reference to the largest wind that was just had pressure on the piece. So it's like a little, it was here, now it's gone, but that's the last direction it was. So the little markings, nor'easter, and those classic Australian kind of wind descriptions around the outside of the parameter there. When we put the core down, I had to have piers underneath the main stage to make sure it didn't blow over, which is a good idea. So we drilled core piers down there to land onto bedrock, and we got 2 on bedrock just here on the top side, and then the third one we couldn't find, and we went down to about 10 metres, I think it was, to get the last one. So there's actually a little rock shelf underneath all this, which is was probably old cliff face at one stage. It's just built up, so this is sort of time reference in the whole mix that I've sort of discovered. I'd like to thank a few people in the making of this. Simon Zablotsky was a real champion of this exercise. He did a lot of the top fabrication in cohorts with me. It was a really complex little mix. There's this aluminium steel frame on the inside of that. It's fiberglassed over the top. Comes down this terrazzo stone on the top of that, which was a nice learning curve. A bit of a tatting in the mix. And the rest is terrazzo, and then the inlaid stones are from basically around the joint, knobbies locally found. I'm not saying where I got it, it's a secret. And that's about it.